The legendary Mark Rosen joins us, and the legendary Dave Ryan of KDWB fame joins us as well.
Hey.
For Program Password. Good to see you, my boy. Thanks for joining us today.
Good to see you, Tom. This is the first time I've ever been a guest in this studio. I've never been.
I thought you were on here one other time.
No, I might have come in maybe with something with like the morning show for like an instant, but they never let me sit down.
Why.
So one time I did come in and talk to PA about a Chicago Bears book that we were both reading. So he let me sit right there. But then I kind of felt like, you know what? I need to. This is you guys' territory. So thank you for letting me sit down. I appreciate
it's a
this.
pleasure. You're welcome anytime you'd like to join us. It's a refreshing. It's refreshing to what I usually have to do. Sorry, Mark. I was just only.
You were just. That's usually not for another half hour.
Yeah,
but think about the years of experience in this room right now. Oh my!
Like goodness. 70. Well, between the three of us and even Barb, who's the kid here in the studio, there's like 400 years of experience in the studio right now.
We were, when I first started broadcasting, it was 2 tin cans and a string. I tell the story where the first radio station I worked at was an AM/FM combination.
Yeah.
The FM was considered like secondary.
Nobody cared.
Nobody cared. It was an automated, beautiful music station.
Beautiful music. Yeah.
The AM had the personalities in the top 40,
That
and
was
we had 6 disc jockeys live around the clock,
7
days a week, doing 4-hour shifts.
Yep.
It's just unheard of now.
That's how KDWB was when I got there in '93. It was live around the clock, a full staff of people. And now there's me, and Fallon comes in 2 days a week.
That's it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad you got that because, if there wasn't the rim shot, there'll be jokes on this portion that you won't know is a joke unless he's got the rim shot. So good on you.
Think about this. It's the home of, think about how legendary it is. The home of Rob Sherwood, Tack Hammer, True Don Blue,
True Don
Dave
Blue,
Ryan, right? My favorite
Grew
story
up with all of them
is
except for Dave.
I used to do this bit where I would mention those 3 guys, right? I get an email out of nowhere. This is 15 years ago. From True Don Blue. He's at a radio station in San Francisco. He says, my son says he was driving around, he was listening to your show, and he heard you mention my name. He goes, glad to know I'm still remembered up in the Twin Cities.
My.
So, yeah, True Don Blue.
Oh, he was still working.
Oh, sure, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, he only retired maybe in the last 10 years or so sometime. He was doing oldies out in San Francisco, and I would run into him once in a while, and I would say, you know what, they still remember you because you're probably the biggest personality that has ever worked on KDWB, the most memorable.
I agree with that.
But all these years later, people still remember him. Here's a fun fact. I met an old guy. I love talking to old people because they always have great stories. And met him at a Boy Scout magic show. I was doing a magic show, and he was standing around. And so he's old, and he's standing there watching his grandson do scouts. And I said, so you from around here? And that always gets him going. What have you seen change? And and he said the first song that KDWB ever played was Blue Suede Shoes. And he remembered in 1959 when they changed formats from whatever they were before. And he said they changed at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Me and all my friends were listening. They played Blue Suede Shoes.
Think about that.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's very cool.
And I remember the old jingle, KDWB 63, because it was on 630.
Absolutely, yeah. People come up all the time and sing that jingle.
Yeah,
Older people.
at the state fair.
Yeah.
Every single year, somebody comes up to the booth and sings that jingle.
But Barb, they're all at least like,
75,
75 to 80.
But I like hearing the stories of when I listen to that every day. That's all we listen to every year.
Well, it was counter programming for we kids growing up. It was KDWB while our folks listened to the Big Neighbor.
Well, and the competition
And that was
WDGY Weedy,
right.
and that was AM 1130. So those are the
Correct.
2 stations that were competing against each other. Matter of fact, I think Tack Hammer may have been on KDWB at one time, but I think he was at WDGY, I think is where actually he was, where his claim to fame was. But I could be wrong there.
But but they were competing stations because there's a book of when the Beatles came to town and played Met Stadium in 64, 5, whatever it was. Okay, that sounds right. And so WDGY got the exclusives on it. So in this book, it's a coffee table book, and it's WDGY. The DJs all have WDGY microphones, and like way in the back is some poor slob with a KDWB microphone because he couldn't get up close to the Beatles.
Yeah,
so.
they had the news conference. I can remember that picture, and the WDGY letters were on the right in front of John Paul, Ringo, and what the other guy's name was. Barb, you remember?
No.
Okay, never
No idea who you're talking about.
Jacob.
It was Jacob. That was
worth. Yeah. Fourth Beatle Jacob.
When did you get your start in radio? How long ago, and exactly what was the circumstance?
I went to a broadcasting school, and
Did you go to Brown Institute, too?
No, I went to the Harvard of the Rockies.
Oh, okay.
Pikes Peak Community College.
Right.
And it was the first time I ever did well in school in my life. I always was like a low B, high C student. My goal in life was to make my friends laugh in class, never to get a good grade. Then I went to broadcasting school, and for the first time in my life, I took it seriously, and I loved it. And so there was an opening at the religious station. And so my teacher was such a great teacher, and he finally got me to straighten up, because I was a clown in broadcasting school for the first week until he kept me after class and straightened me up. And then he got me a job at the religious station. So I would go in, and the first thing I had to do when I went in on Saturday and Sunday morning was to feed the goat.
Come on.
I'm not making this up. They had a goat named Rita, and they kept her inside. They had to feed Rita because Rita lived inside the transmitter fence, and her job was to keep the grass clipped.
Oh my God!
Yeah, because if you didn't keep the grass clipped, there would possibly be a fire. So Rita the goat would need to be fed and watered on Saturday and Sunday morning when I first walked in.
Were you required to shovel fresh megahertz into the transmitter too? Because that was what one of my first responsibilities was. Yeah.
No shoveling, but and I told my dad, I said, they're making me feed a goat. And he said, well, if you don't do it, somebody else will. And he's right. And that's the way it is. If you don't do it, they'll find somebody else to do it.
So where'd you go after that?
Then I went to a top 40 station in Colorado Springs, the one that I grew up listening to, kind of like Mark grew up listening and you guys to KDWB. And that was really cool to work
big deal.
There. Yeah. It was really cool. And
you thought you'd made it. I'm at my favorite station in Colorado Springs. How old are you at the time?
I was 17.
No.
17 at the time, yeah.
See, it happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. They gave you a job at 17.
They gave me a job at 17, and the only time I ever got in trouble was I stole one of my boss's cigars and smoked it during my show, middle of the night. And I thought nobody's going to come in and catch me smoking. So my boss and my other boss came in and caught me smoking a cigar. And he didn't really yell at me. As a matter of fact, he didn't even say anything, but I knew that he knew that was his freaking cigar, and I had stolen it from him. But let me tell you, it was hard to enjoy the rest of that cigar.
When I was a PD at a radio station in Wyoming, I caught my afternoon drive guy smoking dope down in
Jeez.
He's on the air. And I'm in the production room, and all of a sudden he's over where the engineer does his work at the table, and all of a sudden I hear him going, and then he goes, "You're bleeping cigarettes." And I know he said that because he didn't. And I come walking out there, and it smells like, I go, so I go up there, and he's really high behind the mic. I go, "Look, Brian," I go, "you smoke dope, I smoke dope. We smoke dope together, but we can't be smoking dope on the air during the middle of the day at the radio station."
Right.
Think about me. I was the voice
You're the
of
responsible
reason, or the
one.
responsible one in this situation. Yeah.
It does happen once in a while.
Cigars, and so then when did you get to Minneapolis? And was it KDWB right away?
It was right away, yeah, because I worked in Phoenix. I was at a station that was a legendary station, but they were getting killed, so they fired everybody and changed formats. And then they sent me across the street to work at a hip-hop station, and I did not fit into the hip-hop station really at all. And their audience loves music, and they didn't want to hear me, talk about goofy things and stuff like that. So they fired me. And so then I was fired. Thank you. I was fired twice in 2 years, and then I applied for this job. And this was such a sought-after job. I thought, no way am I going to get this job, because everybody in the radio business would love to have this job. So they flew me out to San Francisco. They were flying around interviewing people around the country. And I went back to the hotel room. My wife called and said, "How did it go?" I said, "I didn't get it. I did bad." But I got it.
Yeah.
So that's
history.
yeah.
Can I ask one quick question? I know we want to play the game. We have to play the game. I look at you and I can mirror image. Kind of what I've gone through. I'm sure you get asked this a lot as well. How have you managed to stay engaged and focused and at the top of your game as many years as you've done this in KDWB? I mean, when you walk in the office every single morning and do your show, is it still a kick every single morning?
Mark, it is still a kick. It is still a kick. I still love it. There's nothing else that I would rather do. And I surround myself with young people. Youngest on the show is 21 years old. And also paranoia. Now, paranoia works in your favor because you don't ever want to slow down. If you slow down, then somebody who's like you're not watching, they're going to catch up to you and pass you. So paranoia serves me well. So
I like that answer.
That seems to be a common theme in radio.
Yeah.
you slack off, and pretty soon there's like somebody going, "Yeah, I'll take your seat."
You never know when it's going to be the end of the end of the end.
I will say this is a little surreal for me, probably a little B as well. 25 years ago, the one TV sportscast I would watch was Mark Rosen, and the one radio show I would listen to in the morning is Dave Ryan in the morning.
Correct.
And now
Bless
I'm on
you.
with both of them.
And think about this. And think about this. And now, how times have changed. You won't watch him or listen to him anymore.
Never again. Can I give one more fun fact? And Mark,
Yes.
this applies to you, and you'll smile at this one. I used to get up in the morning and watch Channel 4 while I get ready for work. But back in the day, you didn't sign on. The station didn't sign on until like 5 or 6 a.m.
Oh, absolutely.
You'd sign off and play the national anthem at
That was
night,
it.
right?
Yeah, and weekends would be different. You know, Dave Moore did the bedtime news, and then they'd play. This must be the place with Bill Carlson,
And
late
then-
Bill Carlson, and then they'd play the national anthem.
And then as they're playing the national anthem, they'd show that flag flying in the breeze,
the
that really
fluttering
big flag,
flag,
and because
yeah.
they had a camera outside of Perkins.
You're not supposed to tell that secret.
Thank you.
All right, let's go.
It's
Good
time
stuff.
for program password.
Good stuff.
It's
funny.
Rosie, Common, Lil B, and Dave Ryan with our host. It's going to be
Give the password.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play Progrum Password. Here's your host, the very average and plain-looking Tenna B.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Program Password. As always, you can watch Program Password on all the KFAN social channels, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. And as always, it's brought to you by Casey's General Store. Here are your stats before we get going. Common, you're just too shy of 500 now. You are 28-30. You've won 14 of your last 19 games. And in the year 2022, you have a record of 13-5. So you've been on quite the run lately.
Thank you. Thank
Lil
you.
B, you are 33-24. Rosen seems like you haven't played in forever. You are 18-25 and currently on a 3-game losing streak.
Oh, that's going to end today.
Dave Ryan, you are making your password
Might be
debut.
my partner.
I know. I know I'm going to be your partner. I can feel it
The
already.
teams today, I thought we should keep the two radio dinosaurs together. So Common and Dave Ryan,
We got this.
Wait a minute.
you two
got
are on a
this,
team
bro.
together.
We got this.
Rosie,
will
I
face-
swear to
Lil
God,
B, don't start with me right now.
don't mess this up for me.
Oh, really?
Haven't played
Here we
in
go.
weeks.
Already
going-
friction on the B squad.
Yeah,
Lauren.
yes.
Already
Yeah,
friction
let's
on the B
go.
Every
squad.
time Lil B and Mark Rosen are together. All right, so to start off, Dave Ryan, Mark Rosen, I need you two to turn down your headsets, please. The password is steer. Dave, you couldn't hear anything? You're
Could
all
not
good
hear a
there?
thing. No.
All right. Lil B, I let ladies go first. You have the option. What would you like to do? Go first or second?
Second.
All right, Common and Dave Ryan for 10.
Cow.
Utter.
Lil B and Rosie for 9.
Male.
Bull.
Common and Dave for 8.
Drive.
Cattle.
Lil B and Rosie for 7.
Wheel.
Steer. Oh, God. Nice clue.
Good answer.
Oh, man. That's a great clue.
Thank you.
7-0. 7-0 Rosen and Lil. By the way, Dave, we played at 80, so we got 2 segments out of that.
Okay, I'm ready.
We got a long way to go.
Go to
Rosen
4
and Lil
o'clock.
B up 7-0. Common, Lil B, you two turn down your headsets, please. The password is rap. All right, Dave, since your team is down 7-0, you have the option. Would you like to go first or second?
I'm going to go first.
Okay.
All right, Dave Ryan and Common Man for 10.
Gangsta.
No hand gesture.
Oh, okay.
Rap.
There it is.
We will give Dave a warning.
Yep.
No more
I
hand
only
motions.
went like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, it was-
That's
The
nothing.
gesture didn't do
No,
anything, though.
didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it's your first time, I give you a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No more hand gestures after this, but you now have the lead. Good clue, Common
Yanks
and
is,
Dave Ryan.
Yanks is a clue. Yeah, it's a clue.
Up 10-7. Common and Dave Ryan have the lead. Dave, Mark, you two turn down your headsets. The password is shock. Lil B, you're down 10-7. You have the option. What would you like to
First.
do? Oh, boy, she's aggressive. Lil B and Rosie for 10.
Electrocute.
Shock.
Wow. Nice.
Good clue.
Oh.
Very
He
nice.
acts surprised. Oh,
Well, I am surprised when I get it right.
we all are.
Whole town knows.
Whole town knows.
Dave, I'm sure you're very familiar, having worked with Lil B plenty of times, so she's very competitive.
Yeah, she said that in the hallway. She said, "Don't even be coming in if you're not bringing your A game." And I'm like, so yeah, I'm intimidated. So
Rosie and Lil B now have the lead 17-10. Common, Lil B, turn down your headsets, please. The password is Hall. Dave, you're down 7 points, 17-10. You have the option. What would you like to do?
I'm going to play it.
All right. Dave and Common for 10.
Arsenio.
Hall.
Oh, great. Man, we
got
got
this.
a shot.
We
I
got
can't
this.
get a clue
Are
yet.
these words too easy, or are you guys just really, really good?
Super good.
That was a hell of a
Three
clue.
tens in a row out of you guys.
Wow.
Common and Dave Ryan. This is like a tennis
Good
match. They
clue.
now have the lead. It is 20-17. Dave, Mark, turn down your headsets.
Down.
The password is Doc. All right, Lil B, you now have the option again. You're down 3 points. What would you like to do?
First,
She sounds confident. Lil B and Rosie for 10.
Donaldson.
Doc.
Wow. Congratulations.
Great.
Okay.
It's just tens back and forth.
Thank you.
Soon to be departed.
What's sad is he would not have got that. 'Cause
No,
he's probably
he
not
doesn't
familiar
know.
With that, and it was me who gave Donaldson the nickname, and yet
Yeah.
they benefited from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More,
I'm surprised Rosie
more
got it off
people
of that, to be
stealing
honest.
my material, but that's okay.
It happens to me all the time.
Doesn't it?
I
That's
wasn't gonna
sad.
say-
And
It's
then,
just-
people go up to him and they say, "Jeffrey, that bit you did was so good," and Jeffrey will take credit for it. And I'm like, "Wait, Deb, do you get that too?"
I wasn't gonna say
yes, I
Josh.
get it
All
too.
the
We're cut
time.
from the same
You
cloth.
would say Josh Donaldson.
Yeah.
Plus, it doesn't make any sense.
Correct.
All right, Rosie and Lil B, you now have a 27-20 lead. Common and Lil B, you two turn down your headsets. The password is bonus. Once again, only Dave and Lil B have the option so far in this game. Dave, you're down 7 points. You have the option. You want to go first or second?
I'm going to go second.
Okay. Rosie and Lil B for 10.
John.
Wayne.
It's all right.
Dave and Common for 9.
Dividend.
Check.
Rosie, Lil B for 8.
Extra.
Bonus.
Yeah. Nice job. Nice job.
Got it,
I knew John would be too tough.
couldn't
but
get it.
no.
Okay.
That's
There we go.
obscure.
Dave,
What
these two
did
are
John
doing all
mean?
John Bonus
John
is
Bonus.
a morning show. We talk about personalities, Doc Donaldson, now John
They're
Bonus.
doing all the KFN bits on you that
We
you're not
are.
going to be able to understand.
Okay.
We need some like Dave's dirt clue or something like
Let's
that.
do it. Yeah.
35-20, Rose and Lil B have the lead. Dave,
Ooh.
Mark, you two turn down your headsets. The password is van. All right, now it's on you, Common. You've got the option. Would you like to go first or second? You're down 35-20.
I'm going to go first.
Okay, Common and Dave for 10.
Moving.
Picture.
Lil B and Rosie for 9.
Mini.
Van.
Oh,
I think
man.
I said moving.
Moving picture. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I'm not
We're
going to be
in some
invited
trouble.
back on
No,
this.
you're-
yeah.
no, I-
It was good to see you guys, though.
Matter of fact, you could be replaced her at the break.
Should be a.
It's interesting. If Trudon Blue is out there right now, if he could drive in, we would have him in. We'll take a short break. Come back with more Program Password right here on the Fan.
Oh, wow.
The second half of Program Password is next, and you can watch live on KFAN's social channels.
KFAN Total Traffic.
Now from the Quick Trip Traffic Center, checking the roads for you on this Friday. Delays westbound 94 Johnson Parkway to Highway 52. Construction causing a backup eastbound 94 Radio Drive to Highway 95. On the eastbound side of 494, crash now at Cedar Avenue off to the right. Westbound 494, construction backup Carver to Maxwell. I'm Dylan on the Fan. This update sponsored by Fresh Time Market.
Get ready for summer at your local Fresh Time Market. This week, save on California yellow or white nectarines, just 99 cents a pound. Now through July 26th. Get real.
Hi guys, it's Andrew with Valley Park Medical Clinic. Are you struggling with erectile dysfunction and sick of the pills? Well, we have a major medical advancement that has helped thousands of men. The WAVE technology at Valley Park Medical was tested by Cambridge and the Cleveland Clinic, and the results are in. It's proven to increase blood flow by repairing blood vessels. No pills and no side effects. If you're ready to put a stop to your ED by treating the root cause, call us now, and not only will the assessment and blood flow ultrasound be free, we'll also include something unique that produces immediate results in the bedroom. You're going to love that. This unprecedented offer is worth $600, but it's free to those that call in the next 2 minutes. 612-512-1111. That's 612-512-1111. Guys, put a stop to your erectile dysfunction and get your love life back. Call Valley Park Medical Clinic now to qualify. 612-512-1111.
Hey, Common here. I don't need to tell you that summer is here, and Casey's doesn't either, but they want you to know they're celebrating another summer of freedom with their guests all summer long. During Casey's Summer of Freedom Sweepstakes, Casey's Rewards members have a chance to win millions of prizes, including those epic summer adventure packages I've been telling you about, free fuel for the summer, which is great, and millions of instant prizes when they play the Casey's Scratch Match and Win game or shop at Casey's with Casey's Rewards. Be sure to join Casey's Rewards in the Casey's mobile app or visit Casey's.com/summer to learn how to make the most of your summer of freedom. Casey's, here for rewards and here for good.
70% off installation labor plus 36 months no interest. Go to buildersremodelers.com.
This is FM 100.3 KFXN Minneapolis, St. Paul. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. KFAN, an iHeartRadio station.
Casey's General Store brings you Program Password. It's going to be as our host. The teams are the legendary Mark Rosen and Lil B, feminine touch to the program, the common man and the legendary Dave Ryan. Dave, before we go any further, I want to ask you, I heard you and Rosen talking about the regular Password television show.
Yeah.
And you talked about Alan Ludden, who is one of the, I think, the very original host of the show. Do you have Alan Ludden's original microphone?
I do not. That is a good question. And what you're alluding to is the fact that I have Bob Barker's original microphone, which a lot of people think, wow, there's, I bought it 15, 20 years ago when Bob was retiring, and they were selling it on eBay for all the money would go to pets, because he was, of course, a big pet guy. So it's the long, skinny Price is Right microphone. Yes. And I was on eBay, and I'm bidding and then going back and forth and bidding. And my wife said, stop bidding, stop bidding. And I'm like, it's too late. I already got it. How much? $19,000. Oh, my. $19,000. So, but here's why it's worth it, Common, because people remember that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
So here it is 15 years later. You remember it. I got on, I didn't get, I filmed an episode of Pawn Stars trying to sell it. My episode never aired.
No kidding.
Yeah, and they only offered me $2,000 for it. I think because Chumley and Corey didn't really know who Bob Barker was.
Come on.
And that's who I dealt
Everybody knows
with.
who Bob Barker.
They just didn't care. And I'm like, but this is his microphone.
Yeah.
And they took it out of the case, and they were pretending they were talking back and forth on it. And they said, I gave you, Corey said, man, I don't know, man. A lot of people that watch this show are getting older, and they don't remember dying and whatever. And so I'll give you $2,000. I said, no. So I still got it.
You have it in a glass case or something?
It's in a glass case with a picture with Bob holding it and a little card from Bob that says, this is the microphone that I used. And it's a thick case because behind it is about 50 feet of dirty studio cable. So it's still attached to the dirty CBS studio cable with a little CBS studio tag on there. So it's pretty cool. You want to buy it, Mark?
No.
It looked
I'll
great
give you
hanging in your office.
I'll give you $2,000 for it.
No, sorry. Yeah.
They did that at the
This is
Fairfax studio.
This is a Neumann BCM 104 microphone that I've been using for years. How much you want to pay for this? Common man talked to my spit is in this microphone.
Wow.
Think about it, man.
I'll think about it.
Think about it for a while.
All right.
Where
All right,
are
we
with
ready for the
score?
second half?
Yes.
Let's play.
Rosie and Lil B have the lead. They lead 44-20, so they're 36 points away from victory. As a reminder, you can watch the second half of Program Password right now on all the KFN social channels, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Let's get back to the game. Common and Lil B, turn down your headsets, please. The password is holiday. Dave, you're down 24 points. You've got the option. Would you like to go first or second?
I'm going to go second.
All right. Rosie, Lil B for 10.
If this is a KDWB, or I mean a KFAN clue, I'm really going to do this.
No, I forgot the password. No, Vacation.
Travel.
Dave and Common for 9. Don't use your hands.
Christmas.
Holiday.
I was going to say, would you have got it if I said Roman? Not that says the second clue.
What word?
Roman.
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I wanted to
Movie.
answer Rosen really bad, but I wasn't the right answer. I wasn't going to throw it away at that point.
That's funny.
Now, 15-point game. Rose and Lil B have a 44-29 lead. Dave and Mark, turn down your headsets, please. The password is mine. Common, you're down 15 points. You've got the option. You want to go first or second?
Let's go first.
Okay. Common and Dave for 10.
Yours.
Truly.
Lil B and Rosie for 9.
Coal.
Can you repeat that?
Coal.
I don't know. Yours?
Common and Dave for 8.
Iron.
Or.
Lil B and Rosie for 7.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I can't say what I was going to say.
Yours.
Mine. I thought when you said coal, I thought C-O-L-E.
Yeah.
See, that was good. Truly was a great answer. Because I was trying to go the opposite.
I see what you
I
mean.
finally figured it out.
Wow.
Rosen and Lil B with a 51 to 29 lead.
We're getting killed,
They are
Common.
29.
No,
we're getting killed.
You're still in striking distance. Don't worry. We've had plenty of comebacks of this size. Common and Lil B, turn down your headsets. The password is wings. Dave, down 22 points. You've got the option. You seem excited
There's
about
a
having the
face.
option here. Would you like to go first or
I'm
second?
going to go second.
All right, Rosie, Lil B for 10.
Buffalo.
Bill.
Dave and Common for 9. Don't use those hands.
Chicken.
Little.
Rosie and Lil B for 8.
Sauce.
Wings.
Oh, man. Wow.
Oh, that's my
Got it off yours.
Yep.
Yep.
That's definitely a second clue.
God, I'd crush some wings right now.
No, no kidding. Can we
What
order
kind of
some?
sauce, though? What kind of sauce?
Oh, you
Mark?
got to go buffalo wings, and don't insult me by bringing me 1 cup of blue cheese. Bring me 2. Oh,
No idea.
You could
Do
crush
that.
some wings. You're also crushing Dave, Ryan, and Common
Crushing,
right now. It is
crushing. It's
59 to 29 is the lead. They are 21
Is that
away
the
from
worst
victory.
defeat in history?
Oh,
no.
Okay,
No,
good.
no, no,
You're already past that.
no.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I think like 81 to 19 or something.
Anybody been shut out?
No one's ever been
No.
shut out.
Good.
I think
good.
19 is the minimum we've ever had for a losing team. So you've passed that. Dave and Mark, headsets down, please. The password is Allie. Common down 30 points. It's time to make a run. You've got the option. What would you like to do?
Looks disgusting.
No, I'm not discussing. I'm just it's a really good clue, but there's no guarantee he'll get it. And then the next one they will. So it's
That's
like
what I'm
I feel like going first, but
So what would you like to do?
I'm going to, I'll go ahead and go first.
All right. Common and Dave for 10.
Gasoline.
Yeah.
Lil B, Rosie for 9.
Bowling.
Alley.
I was going to say alley, but I thought, no way would you say gasoline alley. Wow.
I should have said bowling. See, I knew if I didn't get it on the first, they would get it. See, I know the game, but I felt bad because I can see this is.
Should have said alley.
This is affecting you.
I'm disturbed right now.
I know,
Yeah.
and I feel like it's my responsibility
Oh.
because the chicken wing. I don't know how I missed that. Little. Why did I say chicken little?
It's a valid guess.
You only have 5
It's
seconds. It's a
guess.
tough game.
No, it's not.
Rosie, Lil B now leads 68-29. Common and Lil B, turn down your headsets, please. The password is tick. Dave, if my math is correct, you are down 39 points. You have the option. What would you like to do? First or second?
I'm going to go first.
All right, Dave and Common for a much-needed 10 points.
Talk. Ah, that was terrible.
Back.
Nope, terrible. Talk. It was a bad clue, Common. That was all on me.
No.
Rosen and Lil B for 9.
Time.
Speech.
Dave and Common for 8.
Clock.
Watch.
Rosie, Lil B for 7.
Insect.
Bug.
Dave and Common for 6.
Embeds.
Tick.
Yep. Oh, God.
Got it.
Well, you have the divergent definitions. You have either a tick, the insect, or a tick-tock on a clock.
That's the whole point.
And then it gets confusing
Yep.
because I'm doing this and you're doing this.
That's an interesting word. I almost
It's almost like they come up with words like that intentionally to play for the game. 68-35. Rosen and Lil B have the lead. Dave Ryan, Mark Rosen, turn down your headsets. The password is chronic. Common down 33. You've got the option. What would you like to do?
I'm going to pass.
All right. Lil B, Rosen for 10.
Illness.
Sickness.
Common and Dave for 9.
Marijuana.
Disease.
Lil B, Rosie for 8.
Ongoing.
Smoke. I don't want to get.
Common, Dave for 7.
Disease.
Addiction.
Lil
My
B,
clue was terrible.
Lil B, Rosie for 6. Lil B, Rosie for 6.
No, my clue was terrible. I'll explain it after.
Cough.
Flu.
Common and Dave for 5.
Forever.
Chronic.
Yeah.
Marijuana.
Hey,
Chronic.
Chronic, man. I got the chronic.
That's a tough
That was
one.
a tough one, Rosie.
That's a
Chronic
tough
was
word.
tough.
Also a Dr. Dre album, one of the greatest albums of all time, The Chronic. 68-40, Rosie and Lil B have the lead. Common, Lil B, turn down your headsets. The password is bored. Dave, you're down 28. You got the option. What would you like to do?
I'm going to go play it.
All right, Dave and Common for 10.
Listless.
Tired.
Mark and Lil B for 9.
Game.
Lethargic.
Dave and Common for 8.
Tired.
Bored.
That's it.
Yeah, there it is.
I went the other way. I was not,
Wow.
You might go,
I didn't think I had.
I could tell.
I was
by your
going to
answer.
yawn.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
were
know if
like
that would've helped either.
not
Yeah.
believing in yourself.
That was the Rosie answer where you asked it you said it like a question.
Yeah, exactly.
Bored? This game's not over. 68-48. Rosie and
Never
Lil B
over.
have a 20-point
Come on,
lead. They're
Rosie.
still 12
We'll
away
get
from
together.
victory. Dave and Mark, turn down your headsets, please. The password is AID. Common, you're down 20. You've got the option. What would you like to do?
I'll go first.
All right, Common and Dave to get within 10 points.
Band.
Stand.
Lil B, Rosie for 9.
First.
Got
Common and Dave for 8.
Help.
Beatles.
That is
I got it.
That is
I
the way
got it.
Common would think.
I got it.
Lil B and Rosie for 7.
Kit.
First. Oh, I got it.
Help.
Aid.
Rosie, I said first to you.
I've done that too.
I got it right when I said it.
Help.
Right when I
Yeah.
said no, I said I had aid. Damn it.
This thing's not over. 68 to
All right.
54.
Come on, guys. I got to leave at
Rosen-
2:15 today.
You ain't gonna make it. You gonna be late.
Common and Lil B, turn down your headsets, please.
All right, let's go.
The password is disco. All right, Dave. You're down 14. You got the option. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go second.
All right, Rosie, Lil B for 10.
Travolta.
Disco.
Wow.
Wow! What the hell? Oh man! Because we would have got it. My next clue would have been music.
That's amazing.
Wow, that is amazing. Wow.
It's almost like she has to go, so she started cheating.
Jeez.
I'm definitely not
Did
cheating.
you have your headset?
Oh man, that was impressive.
That was a very.
I
That
don't know
was
what
wow.
to say.
All right, Rosen and Lil B, you're at 78. Any correct answer, and you are victorious because you just need 2 points. Common and Dave, you're at 54. Dave and Mark, turn down your headsets, please. The password is Union. Common, you got the option. Would you like to go first or second?
Man, this is one of those. If I give it up and they got a great clue, it could be over. I don't
It's a
know if
tough game, Common.
I'm going to give you 5 seconds to decide.
I'll go second.
All right, Lil B, Rosie for 10 and the win.
Marriage.
Engagement.
Common and Dave for 9.
Confederates.
Groomsman? I mean.
Lil B and Rosie for 8 and the win.
Western.
Together. Man, I know.
Common and Dave for 7.
Telegraph.
Telephone.
Lil B and Rosen for 6 and the win.
Together.
Union.
They win.
Oh, man. Wow. All right, I'm going to leave now. I'm just going to hang my head in shame.
84-54, Lil B and Rosie with the
You're
win.
very good at it.
Good job, you guys.
That was fun, Dave. Thanks.
That was fun.
Good job,
More-
Dave.
more-
Thanks,
More
guys.
importantly, it was fun to talk to you.
Your performance today won't win a Marconi.
Yeah.
But you've won one, and I think you've
Yeah.
been nominated for another.
Yeah, Dave
Congratulations.
Mazel.
Thank you very much.
Honor
Thank
to be
you.
here with you, man.
Thanks for
Appreciate
joining us.
that.
We really appreciate
That was
it.
fun.
Thanks. It was.
That's some pressure, you guys.
We'll have you
Yes.
back.
We will have you back for
Okay.
sure.
Thank
Dave
you.
Ryan
Please
of
have me back.
KDWB
Thank you.
Morning Show fame. Lil B, thanks, Feminine Touch.
Thanks, guys.
You bet. We're back with more after this with Mark Rose and Common and Tenby right here on The Fan.
Yeah, the Fan and Hilltop Camper and RV, they want to put $1,000 in your hand with our national cash contest. Go to KFAN.com right now. Enter the keyword cash for your chance to win $1,000.
Mark Rosen joins the Common Man.
Oh, boy.
Next on The Fan.
KFA